When Disneyland opened in 1955, Tomorrowland, the world of the future, seemed more science fiction than actual fact. Even today's household word astronaut had not yet been coined. When the 1960s arrived, the world of today began to catch up with Disneyland's world of tomorrow. So Walt Disney and our Imagineering department began to create an all-new Tomorrowland. And here it is today in Disneyland. On the gala day it opened, Tomorrowland's concept and spirit were symbolized by these dedication words from Walt Disney. Tomorrowland, a vista into a world of wondrous ideas signifying man's achievements. A step into the future with predictions of constructive things to come.
It was a news cameraman's field day, and they used every vantage point to cover the grand opening activities. Mickey was dressed for the occasion, and although he never got off the ground, this spaceman did. This is one ride you won't find in your ticket book today. But remember, this is Tomorrowland, and who knows? Nothing's impossible at Disneyland. Tomorrowland is a world on the move. The best way to see it all is to ride the Wedway People Mover. These vehicles never stop moving, even while passengers board and disembark from a rotating platform. Beyond the People Mover station is the new mural featuring old Mr. Energy himself. The People Mover is no mere amusement ride. It was designed for intermediate speed transportation within cities. The cars have no motors. Power is supplied from a series of motors embedded in the track, so no single car can ever break down and cause a rush hour traffic jam. Someday a system like this may even pass through the downtown buildings in your community, just as it travels through Tomorrowland's pavilions today. Tomorrowland is not just the realm of outer space. One of the most unusual new attractions is the adventure through inner space. A true-life scientific adventure into the world of atoms and molecules. These cars are called atom-mobiles. Aboard them, Disneyland guests ride through a giant microscope and experience the sensation of shrinking as they explore the vast universe inside a snowflake. The next stop, or rather the next site on this transportation system that never stops, is inside the character shop. It's the modern way to window shop. Aboard the People Mover, you can preview every attraction in Tomorrowland, and then come back later to see the whole show. Here's one you won't want to miss: Flight to the Moon. In the Mission Control Center, you can watch a rocket take off on a trip to outer space. Inside the cabin of the rocket ship, you'll experience the thrills of a moon flight without any of the danger. There's a screen below to show the blast-off and to see where you've been. Another screen above shows where you're going. Destination, the moon. The flight to the moon takes place sometime in the future, when travel to outer space will be an everyday adventure. In the Mission Control Center, with telescopic cameras and special electronic equipment, the audio animatronic crew can even show you a scientific team exploring the surface of the moon.
Hello. Welcome to the moon. We're up near the rim of a good-sized crater on a geological survey. I've been taking pictures of the area. And these men are collecting rock samples and recording a description of each one. As you can see, it isn't easy to work in these spacesuits, but we couldn't survive without them out here. For example, this faceplate is all there is between me and an absolute vacuum. If it suddenly popped out, my blood would literally boil. We carry our air in these backpacks, and our suits are temperature controlled. In fact, they're the latest thing in moon fashions. But enough of that. Now let's look at the moon. Out on the plain there, you can see one of our moon bases. Most of the living quarters and laboratories have to be underground for protection from radiation and meteorites. Of course, the moon does have its advantages too. For instance, it's a perfect observatory because there's no air. Also, gravity is only 1/6 that of Earth, and that has some very interesting effects. I know my kids back home would sure get a kick out of that. And that's not all. Watch this.